changed it again. It's a new interface again. Okay, now please to be letting me actually select stuff. Cool. Apologies, everybody. That got a little delayed. There's also potentially supposed to be a Sovngarde Social stream tonight, but I think my Viking compatriot fell asleep. Shift you into Xboxing position. Well, controllering position. / Xboxing position. Okay, so gotta go talk to a dude over here for the heist. Phasma.
Glad you decided to show. Can't say I wasn't antsy with all these squirrel-headed gnomes staring me down crosswise. But let's be quick-like about this. Before you go into the vault, I've got to run you down on what's needed.
Okay.
Grim learned that the gnomes enchanted the missives with a spell that lets them know its location at all times. Trilgarin came up with a solution. The Shroud of Omission. Cover the book in this shroud and the gnomes will forget it exists. Now, are you ready? This is a one-way trip. Once you're in, you'll find your own way out.
Yeah. Alright, how do I get in?
Through this floor grate here. You'll have to do what you can to keep your bearings. It's a maze down there. And be careful. They might be pint pots, but these gnomes have become vicious if they get wise to you. Right,
I'll kill them.
Go. Be quick about it. I'll distract them. Let's do this.
What floor grate? Oh, this one? Hey, whoop. Just going off to the side here and smoke a little. Before we get rolling. It's definitely fairly big down here. It's all the fucking way over there, eh? I have a feeling I'm gonna have to do down here and go. Because I can see the little tiniest framework of edge of rooms. This is going to be one of those forced self sections that makes you want to eat your hands. very hard. Fuck you. Just maybe do it quicker? Thank you. You didn't see shit? Yay, generous sight cones. Okay, so that's the way out. I've managed to go completely the wrong direction from where I wanted to go. You didn't see anything. Fuck off. No. I wanted to open the door, not stand up. So, dead across. Uh-huh. Just drop out of his sight line. Yeah, so I've got to go back and across to the left. Yeah, I'm gonna have to wait for him to go around. Get a move on. March them stubby little fucking legs, dude. Oh, of course it's another one of these. You know what? Fuck you. Prisoner pick, I'm gonna use it. Okay, and then a right from here.
Surrender now.
Yeah, shit. Ah, well. That's the wrong button. Okay, so I'm gonna guess there's, a trick to that. To get this door open. Never mind, just use another prisoner pick. Got him, might as well use him. that keystone thing was for. What goes up from there? Beep. Low. Ineffective patrol route, guys. You're following each other. Book the grim such a fine, fast but correct. No other way of taking the book to rabbit. Yeah, rabbit. I mean, thank you for making it easy. Just, it's not super effective. Yes, they go back. And he lost me. Lol. Easy over forgiving stealth for the win. Oh, there's some coming through there. So run, hook left. Ah, fuck it! Let's forgo the stealth to get the fuck out of here. Also, I'm gonna stop just before the exit because I want to kill some gnomes. Hi! Hi!
Get over here.
Think not. You think you are a scorpion? Okay. Yay, stupid arbitrary camera angles. Come on then.
This'll teach you.
Okay. Shut up, you tiny little idiot. That's gotta be above. Or below.
Hey, you.
Come on then. Let's have another little round. Pretty sure it is stream Twitch stream. You telling me that, but you idiot. I'm watching it right now. Baseball swing! I was specifically designed for gnomes. See ya!
What's needed?
You wish to speak?
Bye! Nobody's the wiser. I've left a fucking trail full of little crispy gnome corpses down there, and nobody's the wiser.
Yes?
Lol. I didn't want to talk to him.
Run into you. You have no idea how hard it's been to wrangle an experiment for Scholar in. Goodbye. Eh?
Hello there.
Hello there. Who are you?
Heard that Apathy is still a mess of bandit gangs. Glad I was able to get out of there.
I mean, it's a little cleared up now. Buck. Though the Long Road enjoys independence from the jurisdiction of Odessa, it relies on the divine and local providence to deal with threats and problems. To all passers-by that can help, please answer these petitions. You're distributing wealth. The human and Alpha merchants of Arcadium are respected and affluent figures in the city, but they refuse to aid their brothers and sisters in the hospitalities quarters with charity or cheaper custom. Please, would you pay with some counsel, convince them to have pity on poor and the meek. Ablair will see the kind soul rewarded. Words. Sure. Although the long road enjoys independence from the jurisdiction of Odessa, blah blah blah. Isklad Tyler has been held in Odessa prison for weeks just for stealing a loaf of bread and have again, that feels like it's missing something, and have forbidden us from speaking with him. Please, someone deliver this letter of our love and well wishes to him in the prison without attracting the Praetorians. Ablair will see to the reward. Gnomes have seized what little we could send to help the armies in Malcentia holding him in the armory. Destroy them all. The beleaguered armies can't have them, no one can. Interesting.
Yeah?
This side.
Hello there.
Fuck. Over here.
Aye?
Faria Stalt.
Yeah? We've no clean mugs and no clean beds. There's no tavern business running today. Half of the poor folks in this place can't wipe their own asses after a day of work.
That was
This
just
world's the
behind
only thing
there.
that keeps them smiling half the time. The rat's den of Odessa, if ever there were one. Few joys we outsiders can afford, so I keep the swill cheap as I can. Good.
We're going, Dove.
Oh, there you are.
What's needed?
This is a marvelous city to walk, isn't it? To look down on the crater from the walls, or up at our buildings from the aisles. Truly breathtaking.
Right.
I sponsor many of the scholars of physiology and humoral applications in the Basilica Nostra. With all that's happening, the world will need healers.
Okay, well, I mean, that's not wrong.
Be well.
Many welcomes. It is good to see you, though we have traveled far from my woods. You have recovered Grimm's book? Then the Shroud of Omission was of use. I am joyed.
Joyed. Hey, Trava. I see you lurking.
I've come to lend what aid to Grimm's fight that I can. I feel a duty to see him safely to the end of this. I do not know the value of the book itself. Only that Grimm values it for what it represents. Betrayal.
Interesting.
I am far from its woods, and I miss it. I hope they are well outside of my presence. You have lived enough of our ways to understand, perhaps. The Hierophant is the ruler of the travelers, as you know. Where is the freedom and acquiescence to ours will? We profit from the Hierophant's wisdom, but pay for it in service.
Ooh.
It is a high cost.
I think I may have my Viking back, so might be wrapping this up shortly, so it'll be a very short episode, and we could be doing the Sovngarde. Give me a sec.
Sorry, I was sleeping until 10:30, and then I was on the phone with Stacy until literally about 30 seconds ago. If you're still up and want to do it, we can do it, absolutely. Just let me know.
Oh, cool. It did go through. I was hoping that wasn't going to come through the mic, but it did. Of course. So, it'll be a tiny, tiny little episode here, and we will get going with a Sovngarde Social. Which is what I was originally had planned for tonight, but I was thinking about maybe getting some more of this or another episode of State of Decay as well. So I might split this into parts, potentially.
May the road rise to meet you.
Alright, so let's talk to Grimm. And danged. Nice.
The missives of Sable. I'd like to see what these pages hold. But that needs to wait. Keep that shroud on it. The time has come. While you did this, I finally learned who the
like, what, 15
Hierophant
minutes?
is. Argine
Half an hour?
of Sun Camp. We're taking her down, Dove. All of us. One last plan, one last job.
I kind of
The
wonder,
biggest
to
we'll
be
ever
honest.
pull. I know now. I've had my suspicions, and the last one has been put into place. The Hierophant is Argine of Sun Camp. I've told Argine that I know her secret, and now she's asked to meet me in the ruins beneath Sun Camp. While we're there, you're going to plant the missives on Argine, and the gnomes will have her in chains, like she would have done to me. Argine tried to hand me to the gnomes for stealing the missives of Sable, a book they value greatly. Only you saved my life. She tried to do the same to you and Phasma in Rhythm. After that, we started putting my true plan in motion. I found the missives of Sable and found the Hierophant's identity. Now, we'll frame her for the crime she tried to have me killed for.
Alright then.
The meeting with Argine's a front. While I keep her occupied, you, Krilgaren and Phasma will be able to move unrestricted. Where we're going is the Hierophant's lair. It's likely got some enchanted defenses. Krilgaren will be there to help with those. Meanwhile, Phasma will lead the gnomes to the ruins. You plant the missives on Argine, and the gnomes will take her away while the world watches.
So I have to pickpocket and plant them, it sounds like.
Good.
To keep the element of surprise, you'll be using a secret entrance to the ruins. It's one of the graves in Sun Camp. Once you're in, meet with Grilgarin. Now, we've got to move. Do your part, and hopefully we'll see the end of this job.
And that'll be the end of the stream for today, and we'll jump over to do a Sovngarde Social. Fuck. Blah, blah, blah. A couple of minutes gives him time to make coffee anyways, and it's like I thought, he was asleep. Figures though, I start something else, and
Yeah?
there he is. Not a complaint, it's just typical, like, me luck. That I go, well, okay, I guess I'll just do one of my other things. And then, ta-da, put that in there. I think sorcery's what I need to, that's maxed. Oh yeah, I was putting points into that to get the next thing. Even though I don't use chakrams. See, that might not have been bad. Okay, is that enough to actually get it now? No, I don't have enough on it yet. Fucking, what are you doing? Yeah, I don't want... Okay, I do. Yeah, okay. There we go. It is your destiny. Achievement. Alright, let's get off and do this shit then. Finish this whole story quest and faction line off.
Yes?
So, out that way to leave the city. Oh yeah, I gotta speak with merchants. On the way out, too.
Yes?
Got the forge hot, stranger. If you need repair work for armor or weapons, I'm your man.
Alright, I was gonna make a fresh coffee before we get going. Sweet. I actually did need that.
Aye? And I suppose you're here to preach the virtues of helping my lazy neighbours. More like buzzards. I've been there before. I know what life is like in the gutters. I'll pay my part, aye. But it's you that's more deserving, I think. Here's some coin.
Thank you.
All right, then.
What can I do for you?
If you need anything before you head back out to Detyre, you should make sure to look at my stock first. Share them with who? With... Oh, I see. It's not enough that I scrape out something for myself. You can't succeed in this city without someone coming to collect. You mean it, don't you? You actually care about them. Fine, I'll give my part. And thanks for your compassion. Please, come by again.
Next person's down
Fancy
here.
a chat?
I've got to go talk to one more merchant real quick, and then I got to go do a thing. And then got to jump over Valheim. Here, you're over here.
Salutations.
That one, right there. Hi.
Welcome to Seller's Emporium Alchemical. Gnomes seem skittish when you walk in, but I reckon it's a peculiarity of them.
Right, I'm going to pop in there. real quick. Hello, I am just finishing up the Traveler quest line overall.
Yep, that's fine. Like I said, like I gave me time to make a cup of coffee and stuff anyways. Put my headphones on.
Probably gonna make a fresh one before we jump into it as well.
So, perfect timing. I applied for the closed beta or whatever it is for Diablo Immortal. Just got the update that I can download the game and install it now.
That's the Switch
because one, right? Yeah, well no, this is the one that's on phone. It's mobile.
Oh.
So I downloaded it and installed it because Saturday afternoon and Sunday midnights I'm in the car on Papa 1.
So yeah, something to play while you drive around, basically.
Yeah. I was Papa 1 the other night, and I used it to finish 2 episodes of Critical Role. I just finished the second episode with Terry Darrington.
Yeah.
Fucking awesome.
Like, I enjoyed the character, but it was just weird, because it was like, what the fuck is Sam doing with... Like, where's Scanlan? What the fuck?
Yeah, this isn't Scanlan.
It goes on that way for a bit before Scanlan starts coming back in. You're like, dude, what the fuck? Where is Scanlan? What's going on here?
Yeah, that's what I figured. I was just like, what the fuck is this? And then, like, after the first episode, like, you really, like, I'm loving the character. I don't like it as much as Scanlan, but it's a fun character.
That was the thing. He was fun, but he's not Scanlan, and like you feel that loss of Scanlan all the time because the whole group is just like, we miss our crazy fucking gnome bard, man.
But I've been having fun with it. I'm just glad to be back to work and freaking making money. We're waiting to see what's gonna happen with the show shifts because I think we're gonna be fucking hurting. They haven't called anyone back yet, and the problem is, so when we ran shows, you've been there for a show. You were there for Tom Segura.
Yeah.
You know, we ran like 8 or 9 metal detectors, right?
Yeah.
2 bodies per metal detector. So you need minimum 16 to 18 people to work those, right? If they put every part-timer on the schedule to work the show shift that day, we're still only at 12 people.
Yeah.
So what we think is happening is it's the new company, El Dorado or whatever. We're thinking they're going to try to run it with as few people as possible to see how it goes. And then they're going to slowly start giving us more bodies, hopefully. Because like I said, like last night was my 5th night working a floor shift back in general, and it was the 2nd time that I was the only person on the floor. So like between the 4 shifts that I've worked on the floor being back, my average walking like distance is like almost 15.5 miles. Which is killer. My knees would scream at me at the end of every shift, like, what the fuck are you doing? Okay.
Alright, so let's way the back. Stovngarde's landing's a little different. I jumped over with Jorgen and grabbed some of the ore and like smelted it and made some shit for us. I made the thing to plant shit.
Yeah.
Plant some trees, and so we can, make some garden stuff.
Like I said, my goal for this right now is because the mining camp we know is in the Black Forest.
It's right on the edge.
If it does get raided, it's going to get hit by trolls. So I want to try to fortify it a little bit.
Well, we'll probably get. It'll start with the forest is moving.
Yeah. But eventually it's going to get hit by trolls, right? So like I might as well reinforce it now, and then that way it'll also let me. I'll start because like I've got a bunch of copper deposits marked on the map. Yeah. I'll start carving the paths to the copper deposits, so that way when we do get carts built, we can literally just follow the path to a deposit.
Yeah, I figure what the other thing we'll do we'll expand the actual size of the yard and shit on that, so we have more room. space.
Yeah, that was part of what I was going to do to fortify it, because I think all I'm going to do to fortify it is I'm going to dig out a trench around it, and then I'm going to put a wall around the inside of the trench. Just because the trolls, they won't go through the trench, right? It'll force them out. Like,
yeah.
I'm going to dig out a trench, and I'm going to put them into an area, basically like a kill zone, where like it's going to funnel them into an area where we've only got to defend that one area instead of the whole wall.
Did I think I shared that thing into the Valheim channel, the one clip that I found off the Steam page for it. The guy has no fucking, like, situational awareness whatsoever. Where he's just chilling in the fucking spa, and you can hear the stomps and the troll rolls, and just suddenly he's like, "What the fuck?" And the troll smashes in. I'm like, you heard it coming, dude. Like, get up out of the fucking spa.
Well, the problem is a lot of people don't play with their volume up, or they don't play with headphones. Like, whenever I play, like, this is the only game that I play where I wear headphones on a regular. Because especially when you're running around in the Black Forest, you want to be able to hear the raven cry, right?
Yeah. Well, and sometimes too, like, you'll hear a bone guy before they sneak up on you, because you hear the rattle.
My powers may fluctuate around you, but they are not robbed of me. I could see enough of Grim, Phasmer, and Krilgarin to learn this plan.
I tried to end your life once. I underestimated you clearly.
But it's
now
just
I want
that
to form a peace between us.
I've been messing around in single player with another character, just doing like build mode and stuff, trying to learn how to do the different builds.
Yeah, playing around different building and stuff.
Yeah, because obviously like build mode, like you don't actually have to have the materials and everything. You can just build shit. So I'm trying to figure out how to make. I want to do an underground base.
I didn't know you could activate like a build mode either.
Yeah. I want to do an underground base. I want to play around with when we get to the plains. Remember on the last world with Kyle, I had built up that base on the top of one of those rock spires?
I don't know if I actually saw it, but you told me about it.
Yeah, I want to redo that. Because I love that base. That was great. Things couldn't attack you up there. Because I built stairs up to build the base. But once the base was built, I just walked back down. And like I built a portal at the top in the base, and I walked back down and destroyed all the stairs. Good luck attacking my base.
He only waited until the perfect weapon to fight me appeared, and that weapon.
I was just reading an article where I think it was they said the next release is going to have the Mistlands in it.
But I cannot see your intentions.
Yeah, that's the one they were saying is they're working on it. They're saying they're hopefully it doesn't have another thing happen like Hearth and Home, but they can't promise. Because I know they pushed Hearth and Home back by like a month to try to get it to actually play nicely.
The only thing that worries me is have you traveled to the Mistlands yet?
No, I've not
like
gotten that far.
Yeah. There's spider webs all over the place.
Oh yeah, there's definitely gonna be spider monsters. I know I think they've stated that too. That there's they're trying to figure out the spider monsters. But yeah, no, the farthest I'd gotten at all was just into the swamps. Like I hadn't gotten far into it. I'd rather do that in a group first.
Yeah.
Because it was aggressive. Like, and it was the barest fucking edge.
You have come. I was concerned, for Arjin has not come to this ruin unprepared. There appears to be many guards loyal to the hills roaming this hall.
Just let me know when you're in and I can hop in.
Strange enchantment not far beyond here. But they are not insurmountable with a quiet pace.
Did the Red Wings win tonight? I'm assuming not, because they were playing Montreal, but let's find out.
She has contacted you?
Oh no, they got shut out.
But so is her hubris. That key she gave you can be used to reach Arjin as well as Grim. She will be in the western wing of the court. But to reach her, you'll need to bypass a strange trap. One that watches the way with eyes unblinking. There's a magic sentry that...
So apparently Keegan's been talking to Stacy while playing football.
If it catches you, it will sound...
She just wants to wait until like the COVID thing is over, which I can understand. I'm cool with. she asked, she was like, I'm fine with him playing football. She's like, but can you try to get him to play one other sport at the same time? I'm like, okay, what sport's that? She's like, basketball, because he's going to be tall. I'm like, my dad would love that.
Yeah,
dad,
but tall doesn't necessarily matter, right? Some guys
Yeah,
are tall and
that's-
can't shoot for shit.
That's why I would let my dad work with him, because my dad was a point guard, right? My dad could shoot.
It still relies on sight. If you get blinded, then you could walk in the shadows
But
of
yeah.
the scene.
Did you guys get the invite that my dad sent out?
I don't think so.
Okay, Dad added, I think, Lex to a thing. We're gonna do a birthday party for Keegan, not this Sunday, next Sunday. At 1 o'clock. But we figured we'd invite a bunch of people. Like we've invited, I think, Yacht and Kaylee and Jace and Callie. There'll be you guys. I don't know if you'll have Nix or not, but there'll be you guys invited. My cousin Jessica and her stepson Liam are coming. Did I tell you what Keegan's decided we're being for Halloween next year?
No.
Mandalorians.
Oh, I thought you were. Yeah, I thought he was saying it for this year, but you.
No, he's with Stacy this year. He was some horror character called the Rake, I think. I'll send you a picture of it. I'll send it on Facebook Messenger. He actually looked pretty fucking terrifying. Apparently, he felt really bad at one point because a little girl seen his costume and literally started crying.
Haha. Shit.
Yeah, I just sent you the picture.
Oh yeah. Nice.
But he's decided that we have to be Mandalorians for Halloween next year. So I've got to make the armor. And luckily, Dad just got, I think, 3 3D printers. So we're just going to print the helmets off and assemble them.
Nice.
Because to buy the helmets is like...
Oh yeah, it'd be something
the
stupid.
cheapest I found was $250 US shipped.
Yeah, and I'm not surprised.
So I was like, alright. I'm like, if I'm dressing up as a Mandalorian, I'm going to be a heavy Mandalorian. I'm going to have me a goddamn Gatling gun.
Right. Alright, so I'm gonna have to just... Woohoo!
So I may have to get a hold of Lex and have her
Lol.
Stitch a couple things together. Just like you know, the Mandalorians have like those overcloak things.
Yeah. Yay for giving stealth windows.
Isn't that the best?
Especially because my guy's not even really wearing stealthable stuff. Yeah, his boots are kind of leathery, but have like just an armor plate on them. But most of the rest of what he's got on is fucking like mail and plate. It's like I would not be stealthy.
Nope.
Especially not trying to do the traditional stealth crawl. Like you'd be a lot better just doing like a slow walk. Trying to do a stealth one, it'd be impossible, and you would fucking like your cats are gonna hate you. Trying to do that in fucking heavy armor. 2, bro, no, you're not stealthy.
Now, heavy armor wasn't as hindering as everyone thinks it was.
No, but it still weighs.
Yeah.
So trying to do that you know, traditional stealth crawl, that even wearing light tactical clothing, if you're not prepared for it, your hammies and your quads and your fucking legs are gonna hurt.
Yep. Because I remember I don't know if I imagine you've probably seen it too, but I remember seeing a video where they did a guy in full combat gear, a firefighter in full firefighting gear, and then a dude wearing a full set of armor, and they ran like an obstacle course, and the dude in armor I think got either first or second, if I remember right.
Yeah, I think the firefighter was last.
Yeah, which makes sense because
yeah, their gear's bulky,
super heavy, and it's not exactly well distributed weight wise.
Yeah.
Having that big old oxygen tank on your back.
Yeah, like, don't get me wrong, I've been in the military combat gear, you end up carrying a fair amount of shit, but they're tactical in the way that they've designed it so that it's
the
weight move it. Yeah, the weight's distributed nicely so you can move it. It's gonna take some effort, and you're gonna need to do some training to not kill yourself doing it, but it doesn't fucking bounce all over the place and throw you off in the middle of running with it. Whee! Yeah, that tank is the biggest one. Plus the fire suppressant, you know, retardant clothing is... It doesn't move well.
That's why the most impressive thing I've seen is every year around September 11th, the casino normally has a group of like 5 guys who rent out rooms that are firefighters, and they get special permissions from the casino management and surveillance that they're allowed to run the stairwells in full gear.
Oh, it's a drill they do.
Yeah, it's like in the remembrance of like the 100 and something floors that the firefighters had to run on 9/11 or whatever it was.
Yeah, and it's also just a drill for them because fucking that's.
And they're in like full gear, and I'm like, man, I would fucking die after like one round up the casino because that's like 25 flights of stairs in full gear. Fuck no. Hey buddy.
Come on. Just die so I can finish this quest off and go jump over to Valheim, guys. Okay. Now, bag of wins.
Apparently they found some more pretty game-breaking bugs in New World. Did you read about the one that I sent you?
Yeah, it's like, wow.
You could force people's clients to crash. The other one they found out was if you're playing in window mode and you move your screen from where it's originally at when your game launches, your character becomes invulnerable. Like, man, like, you there was another one where the 2 that I seen were like, that would be fucking annoying to deal with. The one is you use double life staffs and you can essentially machine gun the one attack by switching between the staffs and using the attack. And then the other one was if you drop like a healing circle on the ground, every time you squat and stand up, it ticks it, which isn't supposed to happen. So like if you're in the middle of like a war and you guys are trying to capture a point, if you have your healers just drop a big bubble of heals like under the point, if your guys just keep crouching and standing, they're going to be constantly healing.
How to use bag of wins? Seems like I just got passed anyway. What? I want to know which one's which, goddammit. There we go, okay. I picked the one I wanted. Actually, I want to set it up this way. You didn't see shit. You didn't see shit. Fuck this shit, I'm out.
So, anyways, I had, well, some very important business that I needed to discuss with you, Hierophant.
You may save your breath. The Hierophant knows all and sees all. That includes your plan with the Misses of Sable.
Well, yes, well, I think that's, what are you talking about?
Have you not heard? The Hierophant is all-knowing, Grim. And I'm intimately familiar with your little plan to depose me.
Where's the jump? Where's the jump?
It's gonna kick you right in the nuts, that's where it's at.
There it is. Okay, so is that the out there? Fuck you, Grim. Not me! Turn not me! Alright, you know what? Fuck it, I'm gonna fuck up some gnomes. Because fuck gnomes.
Racist.
The gnomes in this game are especially irritating and like high and mighty.
It's true. There's the one when you're first coming out of the soul chamber that's like snooty with you. I'm like, I'm just gonna feed you to that fucking troll you want me to fight.
Leave you all to fight. I'm just gonna get the fuck out of here, guys. I took a wrong turn in Albuquerque. No, that guy that's trying to stab me. Don't worry about them. The guy that's trying to stab you. They're fighting on their own. Leave it. Let's just get the fuck out of here, man.
Good. Grim shall pay the price for his audacity. Now escort me from this madness. Be gone.
Okay, make up your mind. Escort me from this madness. Be gone. One of those things is not like the other. Alright, let's go.
And so ends Grim. But he has proved the need for me to take a scourge to the travelers and purge the disloyal. Once the travelers had heroes, remembered by pseudonyms. I will revive this tradition. I christen you Temperance, the prudent one. Speak with me and I will erase your crimes. And as for this shroud of omission Grim gave you, well, I think it has more use for you like this. Farewell.
And that's the Travelers. Storyline finished. So we're gonna save that there. I'm gonna drop the stream. I'm gonna have a quick pee and make a coffee, and we'll get started up with some Valheim. Delete the autosave. Exit. Alright, thank you everybody. Hopefully this has been stimulating and satisfying to your ids as always. It's the point of why we come here when we play these games, so we're gonna have more of it with the Ginger Beast and some Valheim in just a few short moments. Bye! Shit, we turn that back on.